he ripped the G tube out. Very painful. And it left me with this. Good Monday morning, everyone. I am up. I am ready to get the day started. Things moved slowly over the weekend because that's how it goes in the hospital, but now it is Monday and we can get things done. I am currently waiting for transport to come get me, take me down to interventional radiology for important imaging of my G-tube. We got to find out exactly where the bumper is located, if the stoma into my stomach has stayed opened or if it's closed, if the stoma is salvageable or not. Back from imaging. My mom is here. Say hello, Mom.
Hello.
And I'm sitting in this chair because I want to change of scenery. I'm tired of the hospital beds. But anyways, imaging was not too helpful. And basically what happened, alright, so this thing, it's not looking good and it hurts. A lot of the contrast came out of this bulging area here and went all over my stomach. And then some of it went into my stomach, which I guess is a good sign, meaning the stoma into my stomach might be open, but they said they're kind of confused because there was old leftover contrast from when I had another contrast study done on my tube on Thursday in the ER, which shows that my motility is really slow because there should not be any contrast left from Thursday. And they said it was just too inconclusive. They need a better imaging test done, so they want to do a CT scan with contrast. And I don't know why they didn't just do that in the first place. And I'm kind of getting discouraged and a little frustrated because now that I need another imaging study, I'm probably not going to get my tube change done today because they have to do the CT scan, and I just want to get out of here. And I feel like the steps we need to do, like there's more steps being added and they're taking longer to get done, and I'm just want to go home. I want this thing out of me and I want the proper tube in, and that's that. And I'm just getting frustrated, but you know, I have to be a patient, but my mom said it's also okay to be a little bit pushy, like know when it's the right time to push and be your own biggest advocate. So that's what we're doing. I think my mom and I make a great team for that, right, Mom?
Yes, we do, babe.
We got this. I'm gonna go for a walk. Got my AFOs on. Got this. When my medicine is at its peak and I'm feeling, I wasn't gonna say my best, but I'm feeling as good as I can in the hospital. I like to go on walks, and the elevators are over there. Mom, let's make a break for it. She doesn't get my humor.
No, I don't see why. You're not here against your will. So how can you make a break when it's your use in your, because you want?
She's right. I know this is where I need to be. And my doctors are taking really good care of me. Like I said, they made a game plan of what we need to do and how we're going to get it done. I just wish things were moving a little faster, but there's other people in the hospital who need care as well. It's not just me here. So things are moving as fast as they can, and we're getting things done. Did some breathing treatments. I am due for IVIG tomorrow, but I think we have sorted that out, and I should be getting my infusion tomorrow because unfortunately I'm still going to be here. And with IVIG, you got to stay on a strict schedule for the best results. Anyway, I'm starting to not feel very good from the pain. Feeling pretty worn out, so Gonna wait until I can get my next dose of medicine and take a nap. Oh my goodness, y'all. Alright, first off, I got some medicines, so I'm feeling better, thankfully, pain-wise. And then the nurse came in with the contrast for the CT scan, because you administer it here, and then I go down for the scan. That was a lot of contrast. Even pushing it through my G-tube, I knew I would not be able to handle that. My stomach can't handle that much volume, even in liquids. And the nurse said, that's okay, just do as much as you can. And then we started flushing it through my G-tube, which hurts, by the way. And I think maybe a little bit went into my stomach, I'm not sure, but most of it went outside, like all over my skin, and it soaked the dressings of the tubes, my shirt. It looked like I peed my pants. I'm so glad I asked for a gown to put on and put on different pants, because I like these comfy PJs, because that's what happened with the first imaging I did today. So it's very obviously not in place, and I haven't seen my personal surgeon yet, because on Mondays he's really busy with surgeries, but I'm hoping he comes by, and I'm just gonna say, please, please get this out of me and put a different tube in, and you know, let's measure it to make sure we can get the right size and don't have a repeat of this issue. Well, you can do everything right with your tube and still have complications, but oh my goodness, it's just, I'm ready to do all the steps we need to just get this tube taken care of. Oh, enjoying some sunshine and people watching. Some people who look very small down there. Before I go take another nap, just got back from my CAT scan. So the CAT scan went well. It was really easy, very short, and no results yet. I was told that both imaging tests I did, the one this morning and then the CT, were really important because they both showed different things. And the reason my surgeon hasn't come by yet is because he wants both imaging results ready to go over before he sees me. So he should be coming by later this afternoon or this evening to really like solidify our game plan, and the imaging should be able to tell us whether or not we can salvage my stoma. Like, can we save my G-tube stoma? Fingers crossed that we can. It will make things a whole lot easier, but when my surgeon comes by, we will solidify our game plan for my G-tube. So my surgeon came by and did not have a good experience, unfortunately. He is very good at performing surgery, but tonight his bedside manner just was not good in my opinion. And you know, doctors are people too. Maybe he was having an off day, but basically what happened is he looked at the imaging I did today and confirmed that the G-tube had migrated out of my stomach into my abdominal wall, which is painful, but it was closer to the surface of my skin. So he put his hands on my G-tube, which made me uneasy because it's very tender, so I went to move his hands away, and he told me, move your hands. And without even telling me what he was going to do, he ripped the G-tube out. It was very painful, and it left me with this, which we're covering with dressings and cleaning. And this is the stoma I had placed June 1st of 2017, but unfortunately the stoma into my stomach has closed, and we know this because he got a new feeding tube and tried to push it through this into my stomach, which also hurt, and that didn't work. And I wish I had spoken up for myself more and said stop. And I know that the tube had to come out. I'm just uncomfortable and unhappy with how it happened, and I wish I had advocated for myself a little bit more. But sometimes when you're not feeling well and you're in the hospital, and you know this doctor is someone that you're supposed to trust because they know what they're doing, it can just get difficult sometimes. But lesson learned, if there is a next time, which hopefully there won't be a next time, I will do a better job of advocating for myself. My mom wasn't in the room, though had she been, I think she definitely would have said something.
Oh yes, that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have let him touch you. I would have said she doesn't want you to touch him.
But now
Touch her, sorry.
the next step is my GI doctor needs to inspect and see if we can place a new stoma for another G tube so I can continue to vent my stomach to help with the symptoms of my gastroparesis. And that is something we'll discuss tomorrow. I really trust my GI doctor though, so.
And he's a much gentler doctor. You know, he's a very gentle doctor, whereas this one is...
The surgeon. They're just different people, but I'm very happy to work more closely with my GI, and that's where we're going from here. I guess it had to happen. I'm just not comfortable with how things happened tonight, but it's alright. It's over, and we're gonna keep moving forward. Okay, I am feeling better about what happened this evening, or I guess a better way to put it would be I'm moving past it more. I think my surgeon did what he needed to do. I just felt like he could have gone about it better, like communicated with me more about what he was going to do and what he needed to do and how he was going to do it, and made me more comfortable about it. It was just very rushed and kind of aggressive, and I just wasn't comfortable, and the whole situation made me feel very uneasy, and it was painful. But now we know that the stoma into my stomach has closed. The wound on my abdomen where my original stoma was placed, my first stoma from June of last year, should close up, or maybe my GI will use that to open the stoma again to my stomach. I'm not sure. Regardless, I will no longer be working with my surgeon, because for a G-tube stoma, my GI can place it, because a G-tube stoma is not an extensive surgery like my J-tube stoma. For the G-tube, they put a scope down my esophagus into my stomach, shine a light, and then where the light is shining, they poke a hole to create the stoma. I don't know, I'm kind of frustrated that I lost my G-tube stoma, because you know, I had it since June of last year, and until recently it hadn't given me many issues at all, and I feel like I'm kind of starting over with it because I am, and then at least the recovery for my G stoma won't be as bad as my J stoma, and you know, just got to do what you got to do. I need the stoma so I can help manage my gastroparesis symptoms, and just got to do what I got to do. I will talk to my medical team tomorrow. We will figure things out, and hopefully I will be going home soon. Anyways, it's been a hectic day, to say the least. So with that, I will say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.